This is Matt for Into Boxing. I'm delighted to be joined by trainer Mark Tibbs. Mark, first off, how's things going?
Yeah, things are going well, mate. Yeah, was Matt, was it?
Yeah, it was.
Matt,
yeah, absolutely.
It's going well, mate. Yeah, it's going well.
Johnny Fisher, talk to me about him. 4-0, and he has sold about 3,000 tickets at Alexandra Palace. These numbers are incredible for someone who's so raw. Talk to me about him.
Yeah, well, when he first turned pro, I knew he was going to be a popular character because I heard about him in our local area in Essex. So, but what was surprising was he's exceeded even more on his as he's gone on in his career. So he's doing something right, and he's a good learner on the boxing side of it. So he's coming along nice, yeah.
I saw a few weeks ago he was sparring, doing some rounds with Fabio Wardley. That must have been a good spar. What was that like? So they're both obviously, Fabio's, I know he's maybe a touch further on, but he's still learning. That must have been a good spar.
No, we work with Fabio for a long time now, and yeah, it's always good. They give good work with each other. It's really good. Yeah, it's really good.
When you look at Johnny now, obviously, it's so hard to tell how far he's going to go, obviously, because he's only 4-0. Yeah. But he has got that bit of something about him, that star quality, even when he makes his entrance. Do you look and think, if you do everything right, we can be challenging for world titles down the line?
100%. I mean, he's got his work ethic is incredible, as I say, and his hunger and his drive, and he's a great student of the game. He's a great student of the game. You asked him, you pick something up in his work which you're not happy about, you talk to him, give him a couple of days, he smooths it out, he irons it out, he goes away and does his own work. Yeah, so that's what I like about him.
What's the biggest improvement you've noticed in him from when you picked him up? Because obviously you've got to have that adaptation time with a new trainer, get used to how you work. What's the biggest difference in him from when you first had him to where he is now? I know it's only a few fights, but there must be some changes you've seen.
His patience. He's he's got that nickname, the Romford Ball, and as a young man, you try to live up to that. But it's about being a bit more patient while winning the rounds in the moment, if you know what I'm saying. So that's an art in itself, and that's why it's called boxing.
Absolutely. Right, another fighter I want to talk to you about, one who's been working with me closest. She's standing next to you right now, Ebanie Bridges. She's come to train with you. She is fighting for a world title in a great fight against Cecilia Roman. She's a great fighter. Talk to me about Ebanie and how that working relationship's come about.
Ebanie's like a breath of fresh air. She's like Johnny Fisher. Her work ethic is incredible. A drive to learn and grow as a boxer, as a fighter is phenomenal, and that's what I had my eye on Ebanie on a couple of fights, just admiring her work, admiring her heart, and but I'm glad I got my hands on her, so to speak, to try and smooth her out a bit and try and make her a little bit more silky and smooth lines, if you know what I mean. So that's what I'm trying to do, make her a little bit more compact and let them hands go. She loves to fight, she loves to let her hands go, but she needs to tighten up a little bit, relax and trust in herself a little bit more.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen Ebanie show a lot of heart in the fight she's had so far. Even the Gangloff fight she showed in the hand was absolutely knackered in that fight. The Shannon Courtney fight, obviously the headbutt above the eye. We've seen a lot of fighters, get stopped for less or pulled out. So, fair credit to her. What does she have to do against Cecilia Roman to make sure she comes away with that world title? Because she's, many people think this is probably the toughest fight she could have gone for in that division. Yeah,
well, we've got our game plan, and it's something that we want to keep to ourselves at the moment. But we know we're up against someone who's very experienced, and she's tall and rangy, and she is a nice boxer. She's a bit of everything. So we know we're up against it. But Ebanie's 35 herself, and she don't want to be in no warm-up fights and little fights. She wants to be involved in big fights. So she's got the heart, the drive, and she can fight, but she needs a little bit of craft to her game.
She's got that power though, hasn't she? She can, if she wallops, I've seen her just doing open workouts before, and she doesn't hold back, which I think sometimes please just save yourself for the fight. She doesn't hold back, so can you see her going in there and knocking her out that night in Leeds?
Well, I love that to happen, but it's all about, like what you just picked up on it. She's learning to manage herself, manage them rounds, and not be at one pace. We want some gears, we want some flows, and we want to take the foot off the gas but still look appealing on the eye. So that's what we're all working on.
Can I get your opinion on the fight that's just gone between Chris Eubank Jr. and Liam Williams? Chris put on for 5 rounds, probably the best moments of his career, but obviously after that, sort of eased to a victory, I would have said. What were your opinion on that fight?
I was very, very interested in that fight. I thought it was a 50-50 fight. I couldn't pick a winner. And when I watched the fight itself, I was very impressed the way Chris boxed. He looked different for the better. I thought he could have pressed him near the end a little bit more, because I thought that Liam Williams was a little vulnerable around the whiskers. So I thought we could have pressed him on the latter rounds, and we was all disappointed a little bit. But no, overall he's come on good as he's come on well.
One final one for me then. A lot of talk after the fight about what Chris is going to do next. I think I had catch with on a bit on Twitter. He's been linked to Golovkin, he's been linked to Billy Joe again. What's your opinion? What would you like to see from a fan or trainer's perspective? What would you like to see Chris Eubank Jr. in next? Would you like to see him run back with Saunders? If he's in shape and he's ready?
Gennady Golovkin, that'd be a good fight. I've got to go, my man.
All right,
I really
no worries. Mark, thanks very much.
All the best. Take care, mate.